Finding an area to hunt ducks can be awful hard. It's either private hunting clubs, guide services, or public lands. This week, we're on a private hunt club managed by California wildlife biologist Chad SANTERRE. Chad will be our guide, and during the course of the hunt, we'll learn what it takes to develop and manage the property. And as always, my trusty hunting partner, Buck, will be with us. It's all coming up next on Ducks with Billy and Buck. Our hunt finds us near Greeley, California, approximately 1 hour north of Sacramento. The club itself is located in the famous District 10 area of the Sacramento Valley, prime hunting area for ducks in California.
Oh, look at these birds coming in. Ah!
Look at them drop right there.
I know. You know, once you know it, that storm hit yesterday, and it's clear. Well, not clear, but it's overcast, but you'd think we'd have a south wind this morning. Ah, happens all the time. But I think we're going to get some shooting today, huh, Chad?
Yeah. Usually happens that way. The shooting is while you're sleeping.
Well, let's get in this little makeshift blind here. Chad, you talk about a natural duck blind. This is this is as natural as you can get. I mean, there's no boards out here. We're just amongst the tulies, huh?
Exactly.
And look at these. I just love to be around these things.
Especially when they're blowing.
Yeah. Somebody talk. How many of these little tiny seeds are in there?
I have no idea. Probably millions.
No, unbelievable.
That's why you can grow a solid field of cattails in 1 year if you just manipulate the water right.
Really?
Generally anywhere. It's not the preferred cover you want in a marsh, but it does the job in a quick period of time.
We got some birds up here. Ah, they're way too high. Now, is most of your work done in the springtime or during the season or during the summer?
The majority of my work, I'm in the Wetlands Habitat Program, and the majority of our work is all construction. So we're early spring, say March, April, May, doing a lot of surveying, elevational surveys, designing, doing estimates for dirt loads and what you're going to need for the project, and then usually once rice goes in, contractors become available in June. Usually then we're doing construction from June through as late as we can push it. Most guys like to be flooded up by the season, so.
What's the most perfect depth of water for puddle ducks?
Generally we say under 18 inches.
Under 18?
Under 18 inches. Once you get above 18 inches, you're starting to get out of you're getting into a depth where, you know, the pintail can't even reach down that far.
Right.
So, you know, generally we like to say between, 6 and 12 inches, and you got good feeding depths for a range of birds, which is a lot of times what we're, in the wetlands, when we're designing the wetlands, we're looking at about a foot of fall in the unit, just depending upon where you're at. That way on the deep end, you're maxing out at 18 inches. On the shallow end, you're at about 6 inches, and then you got islands and loafing bars built throughout the pond, so you get a whole variety of feeding depths that the birds can feed in.
But you know, when you're hunting an area like this where you don't have a set stand or a podium for your dog, boy, you got to have a dog that knows what he or she is doing, because they're not going to see the ducks fall, and you're going to have to, you know, use your hand signals to guide the dog. But Buck does a pretty good job at doing stuff, don't you? You notice she's not whining or crying because she's sitting in that water.
Just high enough for her belly, though.
Where are these birds?
Look at that.
They're coming from behind us.
Look at them all. Here's two. Well. Good shooting, Tex. Pretty amazing what they can do. It's all about the nose.
We would have never found that bird if it wasn't for this dog. I love this dog.